Hey everyone, it's me again, Aquastar, and it is time for another episode of Spotlight Series. Another Spotlight Series, and today it is Spotlight on Koomba. Koomba is my little calico, fantail, veiltail, ryukin, something cross right there, going absolutely nuts, begging for food. He is definitely male. He almost always has his breeding stars showing. Has him on his little pectoral fins. Definitely male. I see him chasing. Very, very friendly, sweet fish. Very trusting. I can pick him up and move him about from tank to tank. Do things for him, and he will always trust me right afterwards. I'll go on and give him like a piece of food to reassure him that he did the right thing by trusting me and that everything's going to be okay. And he just loves it. As you can see right there, he is a big beggar. He's one of the ones that really waves and flaps back and forth, as you can see. Very beautiful little fish. He's definitely not one of my biggest. He's already probably about 2 or 2.5 years old. He'll probably get a little bit bigger. Goldfish don't stop growing at like 2 years old or a year old. He probably will get a little bit bigger, but probably not too much. With his tail, he's probably about 4.5 to 5 inches with his tail. He's a very healthy fish. The only problem I have with little Koomba is he does have some swim bladder issues if he eats too much. So I've got to really keep him in check with that. So one reason why I have Koomba over here and how I make my selection of which tank to put which fish is over here in the 55. I'm going to start keeping the fish who don't have to really eat quite as much. They kind of have some swim bladder, floaty issues. That way they're not mixed in with my other fish who can eat relatively large meals and who are still growing like little jack fish right there, getting so freaking big. So he needs to eat a lot of protein, have some regular meals. So does Truffle. She's a very large fish. Loki. So they need to eat pretty regularly, have some big meals. Mabry too, right back there. Very big fish. Needs a lot of food, calorie intake. Where these guys over here just don't need quite as much. So it's just easier to separate them. Which, I mean, it's mainly because their swim bladder issues is really what it is. Now, I got little Koomba from an eBay seller called lewnews. I actually only ordered one calico ryukin baby from them. It was in like February 2017 that I got him. And they actually sent me an extra fish, which was little Pickles, who passed away several months ago. God rest you, little Pickles. I actually cried a lot over that fish for some reason. I always called it a she. She was just a really friendly, and just like Koomba, I mean, would flap around and wave at me and look at me right in the face and get so excited. So I really cried when she died, and she passed away from severe swim bladder issues. So that's why I've really got to watch it with little Koomba. But yeah, he was purchased as a baby calico ryukin. I really don't think he's a ryukin. Pickles kind of fit the conformation better, though she was definitely a low grade or already stunted. These guys, when I got Koomba and little Pickles in the mail in February 2017 from lewnews, they did come with ick. After about 5 days of having them, thank God I did have them in quarantine. After about 5 days, I noticed that they had white specks all over them. They were acting kind of sluggish and down. And yeah, sure enough, it was ick. And there's some older videos of when I went through that and what treatment I used and all that good stuff. Ick isn't something, if you get it, don't really freak out. You want to treat it right away, but don't have a nervous breakdown in the process. You can kick it. If the fish are relatively healthy, they can kick it. I mean, if you look at little Pickles and you look at Koomba, they're definitely already stunted. They have some swim bladder issues right from the go, and they still kicked ick. They still beat it. They still survived it. So if you have ick, don't worry about it. Do your research. Yeah, you can do it. You can beat it. You can beat it. But yeah, I don't really think he is a ryukin. I think he's more of almost like a veiltail. When he does put up his dorsal, it looks like a little cell. I only paid, I think, like $5 for him, and with shipping, it was like $29. So with pickles, that extra little fish they threw in there, God bless little pickles, and Koomba, I think it only came to like $34 or $35 for those two fish. Not too bad. But that is by far the worst purchase that I ever did get from Lewnews. I purchased from them before that, and I purchased from them since, and I've had good experiences since and before, but definitely this order, when I got little Koomba and pickles, it was not good at all. They had ick. I do believe they already came to me kind of stunted, maybe. But Koomba has tripled in size. He's definitely probably 3 or maybe even 4 times bigger than when I first got him. I do wish he would get a little bit bigger because he's so pretty. I want to see him as, you know, a 7-inch long fish. That would be awesome. But even if he doesn't, he's still adorable, and I want to keep him with me. I want to keep him with me as long as possible. And to do that, I have to kind of limit his food intake, and when he's fed, I have to fast him for a day or two here and there. You know, just kind of susceptible to some swim bladder issues. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. This was Spotlight series on Koomba, my beautiful little fish right there.